and today we'll make a Korean-style recipe with Kasu's touch. Hi my friends, and today I'll be using this Korean black bean paste for our recipe. It's widely used to make noodles, and it's slightly bitter. That's why we need to saute it with oil first, to give it a milder and lighter flavor. Let's say it's like Korean miso, but with a different texture and flavor. And you can find it in Asian stores or mainly in Korean stores. And instead of making spaghetti the way Koreans usually use this paste, I'll be making a different recipe with other ingredients as well. Here I have about 100 grams of tofu. I'm going to cut it in half and then into cubes. And small cubes like this.
Assim?
Leave them about this size. And it has to be firm tofu, because with soft tofu, the so-called silken tofu, it won't work for this recipe. Otherwise, it will fall apart. And the amount is to taste as well. You can add as much as you want. Here I have about 150 grams of ground pork, but you can use beef too. But pork tastes much better in this recipe. And then there's leek, and here we're going to cut it about 2 fingers long like this. And instead of leek, if you don't have it, you can use green onions. The amount is to taste as well, but if you're using green onions, you need to use a lot. And in this recipe, you can add whatever vegetables and greens you want. Here, I'm using a medium-sized onion, but you can also use 2 small ones or even a big one. Here, just peel it, remove the skin. It's very easy and quick. And now cut it like this. It will look beautiful and be very tasty this way. There are some of my followers who don't like onions this size. I know that because I see it in the comments. So just chop it finely or use a food processor. It'll turn out really good too. And in the frying pan, a little bit of oil. And now fry the tofu and let it brown. You can leave it on medium heat, right? And keep stirring until all sides are golden brown. Once it gets to this point, we can turn it off. You don't need to brown it too much. Here, just remove it and set it aside. And now, about 3 cloves of garlic. You can either crush or chop them. I always run it through the food processor and store it with oil and salt. Then give it a quick stir and let it brown just a little. And now quickly add all the meat. And now let it cook until it's browned. At this point, add all the onion and the leek. Let's mix it and let it cook until the leek and onion are soft, but still firm. Just a little longer. We can't leave it for too long either. And now you just take it and move it over here to the side, right? Just a little, just pull the excess oil over to this side here. And then a tablespoon of our black bean paste, right? You can see that it's really dark. It's almost the color of the pan. And just give it a quick fry. Here you just need to heat it up a little, mix it with the oil that's running. And let's leave it here for about 40 seconds to a minute on medium to low heat to give it a fry. And here add a tablespoon of sake, a tablespoon of mirin, a tablespoon of soy sauce.
Will you?
Then mix a little bit. 2 tablespoons of water, 1 teaspoon of sugar, mix. Just a little bit of toasted sesame oil and mix everything. Mix everything very well. We will add the tofu in a little while. Then add all the tofu and mix everything. Mix. Now just a little bit of cornstarch dissolved in a little water. Just add a bit to thicken this broth. That's it. I used less than a teaspoon of cornstarch here, about half a teaspoon. All right, now just turn it off. Sesame seeds to taste, pepper to taste. And serve it with hot gohan. You'll love it. And if you ever see a dish with this color, remember casu.